Okay, hello everybody. Let me just get myself set up here on the stream, because today is something a little bit special. Welcome one and all to GeneRally 2! Oh yes. I am so excited for this. So, I guess I should kind of say GeneRally is probably a gateway game for me. Gateway drug. A gateway game for me, because when I was kind of getting into PC gaming, before I got into sim racing, before I ended up in R Factor and running leagues and then commentating on stuff and then running all kinds of different stuff, GeneRally was at the heart of my kind of online stuff, along with Trackmania. Now, we've just seen Trackmania obviously go on free to play and all of that kind of stuff. GeneRally 2 has been mucking about in the background for years and years and years and years and years of a will it ever happen, won't it ever happen? And I'm just delighted to see that it's released into early access today. So this game, super formative to my online gaming, sim racing, all of that kind of stuff. This is not a sim racing game. However, this comes tooled up for all kinds of wonderful things. And I used to, if you go back into the old GeneRally websites and stuff like that, you'll see Satoramon splattered all over the place, where I used to take part in time trials and then submit things through with the GeneRally record tool. I used to run GeneRally Alpha, which is where you raced around the alphabet. Very makes sense when you see the game. So I've been looking forward to this for absolutely ages. Thank you so much to the developer for reaching out to me to provide a code. Unfortunately, for the first time, literally, I was going to say since about February, I was away this weekend, so I wasn't able to pull together a kind of preview video for review to come out today. So hence why we're doing a live stream, so that we can see what is up with GeneRally 2. So if anyone's got any comments or questions, please leave them down below. The chat is always rubbish on my phone, but I'll try and dive in and out and see what's been asked. So what do you get currently with... Oh, hang on, before we dive into the actual game, let's have a look at the actual options that are in the game itself. So you've got video graphics on here, VSync on or off, graphics are anti-aliasing, master volume I've pulled down a little bit, hopefully I'm coming through okay. Now you can use keyboard, arrows and controller. It's worthwhile saying the controller doesn't work with the UI menu, nor with the track editor. So you're going to need to mouse and keyboard for building tracks. Highlight cars. Okay. We'll leave it on run for now, and then credits at the end. Thank you, wonderful people. Oh, yes. Okay. So I'm going to drive with a controller. There are 5 different cars that you can choose from. So you've got the general car, the formula car, the rally car, the classic car, and lightning. So I'm going to start off with general. Each car comes with 3 kind of livery paints, and then you can go in and customize what it is that you want to do. So you know my liveries. And then what you can do, and this is an upgrade from GeneRally 1, where it was 6 cars in a race, you can have up to 8 here, which is good. I've also seen a developer talk about potentially getting that up to 10, so we'll soon see. So we've got dock, and remember, you can do, you can have them in different cars if you really want them to be in different cars. So you could have 4 in general, 4 in formula or whatever as you go, which is fine, fair enough. And when you customize stuff, you can customize the name and so on and so forth. Do you know what? I need to customize my name. We're bringing it back, baby. Oh, yes. And let's get a few different liveries out there, just so that you can kind of get to see what's going on. Also look at the AI skill. So you've got a little slider there to be able to kind of make something good or bad. So let's make Joker a little bit sad. Let's make Icy very sad. I feel like Jet should be fast and good. You'd think Ace would also be good. Looking very JPS Senna style there. We'll make Rock not so bad. Turbo feels like it could be good as well. And Dock in the middle because it's clinical. What do you get in terms of the actual tracks? Okay, so the big thing around GeneRally is all around track creation and sharing with the community. So there are tracks to kind of get you up and running, and I feel like we'll play a few of those in a kind of little mini championship, and then we'll swap out different cars to do different tracks as we go. So this is in the no folders. So we'll do Beachville, Canyon and Caustic to begin with, and we'll do a little 3 race thing here. In GR Classics, they have gone round and redone some of the original stuff here as well. Do you know what, actually? No, we'll come back to the GR Classics later, but it's good to see that they've put in some classics in there too. Then, if you go into the Steam Workshop and submit in tracks here, I've gone on just before going live just to kind of download a few, and a shout out to Moa. I have your track pack for GeneRally 1, so yes, delighted to see that name back making tracks again. It makes me smile on the inside. But again, you can kind of, I like the fact that this is all filterable depending on how you upload the circuit. So you can do real world and fictional, you can change sizes. So if you're looking to put together a particular championship or something like that, that seems to all be there too, which is great. And then you can dive into the Steam Workshop and get more tracks, and we'll dive onto that in a smidge. But let's get going with a threesome to begin with. In terms of the actual races and what you want to take place, we've got laps, time and distance. So you can really filter and tweak out what it is that you want there. Let's do a 10 lap race. We'll do reversed grid order. And what I think we'll do for this, let's do 75 for each and see how we get on. And let's dive in to get some racing done. Apologies, that was a bit menu heavy to begin with there. And then the controller kind of works from here on out. So, 10 laps. As you can see, the circuits are nice and tiny. And you can see all of the stuff going on the side. Oh, I wasn't looking. Straight away to the barriers. Oh. Now, the general car is a wee bit slippy. And I remember this from the Steam Next Fest demo, where I was like, but other cars have different attributes, so this is very much me just trying to get my eye in. The AI are interesting. I played 2 races before going live on this just to test that the game was working. And I had the same comments from the Steam Next Fest demo, to be fair, is that the AI is in need of some love. But if you're looking for a local multiplayer one-screen racer, this game has you more than covered. And especially since this is an early access, AI is going to be one of the things that's obviously top of the list to get right. And some of this will be down to track design, obviously, as well. So as you can see, it's going quite well for me for once. I'm feathering off and on the throttle. I'm not braking, interestingly, with this. Maybe I should if I'm in the hedge. I don't know what's going on with the green and white cars. The mating in the pits. Oh, Christ. Yeah, extraordinarily floaty and soapy, this. So that's because the tyres are getting towards the end of their life, I'm assuming. Really struggling. So let's get into the pits. I've always loved the way how GeneRally does pits, and this works even better here. Someone just disappear? Felt like it. Oh, come on, whoever that yellow car was. Out of it. But what you might not be able to see too much from this is how much gradient there is in this track. So there is a real dip and camber around that roundabout. which is quite cool. And obviously you build that out in the track editor as you go. Everything made in the tracks that you get in the game can be recreated in the track editor. And it's handy to pull them in, I think, to be able to kind of then go, oh, okay, that's how that works. So, and then if you do get stuck, there's a respawn there as well, which is good. But I'll take that, thank you very much. A win straight out on the stream. I also still like the good throwback to the fact that it's like we're inside a little play set with the fact that it's all encased in a little box. So that's quite cool. Okay, what's up next? Ooh, okay. We got some big jumps going zones. Oh, so this is a bit. Oh, mind you, no. I feel like it's going to. Right, we're okay. Oh, boink. Anything that has a crossover is going to be problematic. No! There we go. Second place. We'll have that. Thank you very much. I do like that when you're in flight and flying around, actually, over that jump, the car feels quite, not planted, but you kind of, you know what you're doing and where you're going to land, which is good. Oh, you can turn, oh, okay. Commentator's curse. We're okay. Nice. We get around another lap. I think we can before the tyres conk out. Ooh, depends if I conk out. There we go. Good. Let's try and get ourselves in for a quick pit stop. See when those tyres and fuel is all back on. We're good for fuel. It's the tyres that conk out first because we're constantly skidding around everywhere. It'll be interesting to see actually, and we'll work it out the more that we play. Is it distance that causes the tyre wear more than skidding around or not? This certainly does evoke good old GeneRally vibes, though. So from the visual standpoint, obviously the visuals are an upgrade, but they feel like a natural upgrade of the original, if that makes sense. Do you know what? Let's get in and get another pit stop done. And what I think is really interesting with the general car, and it is slightly different to the original general car, if I remember rightly, is that this has like a full old school. Can you see how being able to be fast and like four-wheel slide around the around the fast sweepers? That's where the general car really feels alive and fluid and like it belongs. Like that corner there, that feels beautifully sweet, and so does the first corner that is just going around now, my little pinky. So yeah, very happy with that. And another win for me! Nice. Hey, got fastest lap that time around. So yeah, a bit disappointing with the AI so far. Oh, hello. So again, the beauty here is that this is a, oh Christ. So bigger circuit. Oh, there's a lamppost, Simon. Oh, there's a something. Oh, good, the AI were doing it too. Oh, reverse, reverse, and we're off. Oh, there's some definite gradient going on. There we go. I wonder how much of this is AI, not like being poorly programmed in a track editor, as much as it is AI struggling just in general. Again, it's about being on the right side of the track for the camber here, which this like top-down view slightly underestimates. To stop this one, I think. So that corner there, totally cambered for the other way. You can see it actually with the white lines. That's a good way of being able to deal with it. That green car has clearly missed a checkpoint and is desperate to kind of get itself back going again. That's a good job we did well in the first two races. This has not gone well for me at all. On. Yes, we can. Have a lamppost. There you go. So actually, do you know what? We're good with fuel and we've not crashed too much. I might try and get these tyres to the end and see how we go. Because you don't have getting a... It's odd. Even I'm going to totally undo my own commentary now, but because the tracks are so small, and you'd get this with like Micro Machine games as well, you get into a bit of a rhythmic, hypnotic rhythm, so long as you kind of feel comfortable with the track and so on and so forth. Okay, so my tyres have conked out. What does that mean for me as a gamer? What is going on? I've clearly missed some checkpoints along the way. So can you see now I'm trying to go full speed and actually it won't let me. It's just kind of around. So at least there is a penalty for not taking the full... For not pitting, basically. So that's good. Like that. We're going to be stuck because the green car's stuck. Icy. Icy's being rubbish. Well done, Doc. We still won, though. B. Good stuff. Okay, I just quickly pop across. Got nothing in chat. That's okay. I'll keep playing. Okay, so that was a general car. So let's get us across to some formula cars, shall we? Oh, very Tyrrell Brabham. So Jordan. What have we got here? 1992 Brabham maybe? That looks Lotusy. That's Force Injury. That's quite a lot of pink though. Let's go McLaren and Jaguar. Lara Ferrari. There we go. Okay, so alright, so just clicking those, get those off. Okay. So what looked like the most... So Moderna looks like a proper Formula circuit. Rustica could be. And Tropico, to be fair. And do you know what? I feel like we need a little bit of Pargy going on in there as well. Oh, do you know what I want to do? Let's put the AI skill for everything up to the max. Because it'll be interesting to see, and apologies, this is a bit not cheeky for the developers, but it's more around is it that stuff does not work for the AI because they're outside of what's considered like the standard. Okay, so we've got laps. Do you know what, we'll do 10 again. We'll put fuel usage up to 100. We'll do tyre wear still at 75, but we'll put damage down at 50. Let's see how we get on. So this is the Formula car. I expect this to handle different to the general one. Good to see us out in front. Oh! Straight off. Well done. Oh, will that be considered a cut? Again, we'll have to look at the checkpoints. Okay, so the key with this one is that the Formula car brakes really quickly, which makes it very point and squirty. And yep, as you can see, got some problems with traction for sure. But I think that's because that final corner has got Laguna Seca vibes going on with its gradient. So can you see how that's going downhill? Oh, sorry, I just pushed someone off there. I think that was Doc. What's up, Doc? It's the lead. Nice. So yeah, you can see how it goes up high, then that's a drop down. That goes high, drops down. So again, it's about understanding where that the gradient of the track is. Ooh. And whilst the AI are still running into troubles, turning them up to being all good has made it much better. Plus this is a wider circuit as well, which is handy. Oh, Schnauzer. Yeah, they're proper overblown for the circuit. This works really well though. I'll be really interested when we get to Pargy to see how my muscle memory is, because the amount of laps... The Formula car was the car that I spent the most time with in the original GeneRally. So it's the one that I feel like I'll be able to have the best distinction. Oh, well done. Well done, Joker. There we go, everyone's over the line. Boom. Oh, this is going to be a quickie. Oh, climbing over the rear. I love how just cutesy play it is. There's something very malleable about it all. That never gets old. Oh, that was nice. And of course. So the other thing I forgot to mention so far is that obviously this comes with Steam Remote Play, and whilst online play is coming soon, which I think will be an absolute game changer for, essentially, for me, you could copy and paste a lot of GeneRally 1 and just put, do you know what, Steam Remote Play / online, and just, so long as you made the ease of driving and the ease of downloading tracks, which Steam Workshop has absolutely done, we'll dive into that in a bit, you have an instant classic. Now whether, I don't know, maybe it's my era of gaming is that I'm after that plug and play simplicity. I don't want online lobbies where I'm having to wait 55 minutes to get a 10-second race. That just doesn't interest me at all. But being able to then organise a league, run it online, have specific times to turn up, or being able to do the time trial stuff, again, I think would just be chef's kiss. Nice. It's another win. We didn't even need to pit. I feel like I've made the tyres and fuel too not so much of a problem for this particular run through. Okay, what have we got here? So again, another very simple. Oh, mow the grass, mow the grass. Again, I'm assuming because I was inside that curve, I was okay, yes I was. See, now this kind of track is quintessential GeneRally. Great banked final curve as well, because then you can really like meow. Oh, clipped it. No, 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 no. It's my own fault, that one. Hey, damn it. Okay, I think we're good, I think we're good, I think we're good. Also, loving that there is... I don't remember that being a thing, having a pit lane speed limit in the old game as well. So being able to create like proper circuits to do stuff like that with, I think is a great little addition too. Also loving the fact that the stands are exactly the same as they used to be. Little Lego people in there as well, Playmobil people, styled anyway. Woo! Okay, we are trashing the AI, but never mind. Alright, it's party time, baby. Oh, 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 oh. We are mountain. We are mountain. I love that some of the original ones are here. And it's worthwhile saying that the developers are looking into being able to import GeneRally tracks in. And if that happens, suddenly you've got, what, hundreds, if not thousands of tracks available. I have a good about 600 tracks in my GeneRally install. My main one, anyway. Because you used to install the game multiple times so that you could have like a clean install for a league. So yeah, so going off muscle memory, the Formula cars are slightly skiddier than the original. Only just, but they are ever so slightly skiddier. I know, Roy! GeneRally! Yes, it's in early access, it's out, the second one. There are classic tracks in there and everything. Done. Whew. There we go. Is everyone over the line? No, I think we've still got the not a McLaren trying to get round. And failing. Wah, wah. There we go. There we go. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Okay, so that was the Formula car. So let's dive into rally, shall we? And see how the rally cars perform. Again, I'll leave them at that kind of thing. But let's get rid of these tracks then. So, have we got actual rally tracks here? Yeah, let's do Mud Route. And we'll do Polaris, because that's got ice on. Let's go into the GR Classics. Feels like it's time for some Snoogie. And then in the workshop stuff, I don't know if there are any off-road stuff. Ah, we've got Dune Kickers by General Chaos. It's just taken half a life to get the sequel. Yes, it has been more trouble than my entire life, but it is good to have it here. Okay, so we've got 4 of those. So let's not do laps. Let's do... Yeah, let's do a 3-minute timed race. Is that worth it? No, let's do a 2-minute timed race. See how we get on. for each one. Then we'll have our first user-generated track in here as well. So rally cars. Obviously we're offline road by default. And the reason why, cones that move. So rallies obviously are a slower car, but at least they can handle being offline, or off-road rather. You see how the, again, gradient and contouring of the track is key. But yeah, the AI are really struggling with this. But at least they're now going in the right direction, I guess. This is not on my list. What? Mr. Pinky. Donde Esther? Why is this not on your list? Oh, hang on. That was a long message. I'll get to that in a second. So yeah, I'm not quite sure why the AI are all going so slowly for this one, but let's dive in, get a little pit stop done. Circuit Superstars and Rallycross Challenge are the only top-down races I've ever liked. Aww. Need to get some RXC on this channel. It is on my to-do list, actually. So I picked that up on release, and I've still not really touched it, to be fair. But I've been so excited to get my mitts on this, given my extremely long history of the original. I just really wanted to sort it out. So that's confusing. So have I done 10 laps or 2 minutes, whatever happens first? Because we've run out of time. And then we've hit 10 minutes. That's very confusing. Have I done something wrong and weird there? I feel like I have. Maybe I needed to get rid of the other thing. Not even that Nintendo off-road truck thingy either. Yes, we do. We did online with the demo, yes. It's a bought on a release, not really played it. Boo. Okay, we'll get it. We'll get a stream set up. My life has been chaotic in 2023. Nintendo off-road truck thingy. I want to know what that one is. What about Super Iron Man off-road? That is my quintessential go-to for being a very old fart and having a ZX Spectrum. Okay, so now we're on to ice. Ice, ice, baby. Oh, yep, skiddy. Oh, that feels quite nice though, actually, in the rally car. So I remember from Steam Next Fest trying to play this track with other cars and not the rally car, and it was VV skid, I think is all I'll say. Whereas, at least with the rally car, the ice, like, very slidey, but does feel like you can still grip onto it just about. one thing, I'm not struggling necessarily. One thing I think I would potentially, I don't know if I would want it actually in this game. Multiple tyre compounds. I think the percentage kind of 0, 25, 50, 75 and 100 kind of gives you some kind of margins to play with. It's just that if you're going to run a league or a championship, you're probably going to need to sort some first. The other thing I think as well, and I think this is probably a request from someone who's very old, is that if, like, when the online mode for this comes along. Oh, so when the 2 minutes counts down, it then puts lap 6 of 8 on? So is that now going to finish the... No, it doesn't. It sticks more laps on. That's very weird. I don't get that at all. Surely it should just be when a time's over, you just finish the lap you're on, or get one more on? Why is that 2? I am confusion. Oh, boink. No! There we go. Tactical bounce off the end wall there. That'll do. Meow. Time plus 2 laps. Ooh, I've lost a lot. That's an arcade machine when I was 5 or 6 in the US. That Iron Man truck thing, yay! Along with Super Sprint and things like that. Showing my age. 80s child. Okay. That's 2 races down, 2 to go. Ouch. Someone's played with the spray thing. Oh, what's going on there with the with that AI line? Ah! This is like Ice Snoogie. Oh, hay bale. Have they added the funny sound mod to it too? No, I've not seen any funny sounds. I'm happy that there's a respawn button. That is one quality of life feature that is great to have. But no funny sounds. Five different cars is great. Not tons of track straight off of the bat, it must be said. But the fact that we're on day 1 and there's already 16 new tracks uploaded, of varying quality, but the fact that... Because this is going to be one of those games that totally it has to be community driven in terms of like the amount of content that's going to go in, tracks, different cars, all of that kind of stuff. So if it's... pinball. So yeah, it needs to we'll be diving into the track editor in a bit anyway. Yeah, it needs to... I was surprised that there was only like 10-ish new tracks in here. But the... Yeah, again, it's a time plus 2, isn't it? You're right. Meow. Out of it. After I found out it's only powered back for the original game, I never looked back. I think I have it on one of my installs of GeneRally. But yeah, I think what we'll have to do whilst this is in early access is politely look over the AI problems that this has. So from a single player experience, this probably isn't going to be quite as like must-buy-y. But if you're looking for anything around track creation or any of that type of stuff. So this is the first track that we've done that's been pulled in from Steam Workshop. Interesting camera view. I didn't think this track would be that huge, but clearly it is. Little dune buggy in the sand, a little blue dune buggy in my hand. Meow, 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 meow. Now obviously this is an off-road circuit. You can also put together stunt tracks as well, although I'm not quite sure. I always found with stunt tracks I used to get annoyed with those because if you try to then do them as a race, like the AI would always crash out and then I'd always be like, I can't do the mover. So it'd always look a little bit sad and puny. Ooh, we might run out of fuel before we run out of tyres, you know. I think we'll have a look at the track editor after this. Take a break from the racing itself. Also, I'm hoping that's tactical so that it's still... Yeah, it is. Lap 607. So we'll probably make some very simple, basic tracks just to get going. But sometimes simple's good. And I fancy myself as a good track designer, but then when it comes to the actual tools for building stuff, I always fall flat on my arse with it. So this is going to be a very rude awakening. Interesting that all of the cars ran out of fuel as well and didn't have the brain power to know that they were running out of fuel to then pit. So again, that's just something that we need to pick up and be careful of. Alright, let's pop my controller over there because the UI only works with mouse and keyboard, and so does Drageditore. Okay, so just before I dive into track editor, I don't know if this will come up actually on the stream. This might not pop through. I'll have to see if it gets picked up. Sorry, I'm just holding on the stream here for a second. No, it's not picked up at all. That's rubbish. So they put a link to their Trello board, basically. I'll just read out some of the stuff here that's in the roadmap. So known issues are AI behaves weirdly, yes. Some controllers aren't supported, yes. Menu UI breaks, yes. AI line tool is a problem, potentially, yes. Okay, planned for the future is online multiplayer, online leaderboards, save games and replays, yes. Weather and time of day. Oh, weather will be good. More cards, more tracks, more objects, wider controller support in menus, yes. AI behaviour profiles, that'll be great. Because because in the original GeneRally, I used to have tiers of AI, so then I'd have like all of the old F1 teams or F1 drivers would have their own profile with stats on and colours. So yeah, that was me in a nutshell. Under consideration, other platform support, car editor. It'd be great to have a car editor, to be fair. Photo mode, additional AI lines. I think that would be good as well. On hold, more cars in race. Okay. Other camera views. And coming soon, GR1 track importing. Hey! So it's coming, which is great, or being looked into. So, apologies you couldn't see that. It pops out in a little pop-up. Right, hopefully now we'll have popped into track editor. I'm just checking to make sure that this pops up on the screen as well, because it's a slightly different thing. Come on, mousey. Yay, there we go. Okay, so you can look at this from a 2D or a 3D pane. There is a preview in there as well, as you can kind of go around. Toggle visibility of layers, so start positions, limiters, all of that kind of stuff. Adjust height map visualization. Interesting. Okay, right. So let's dive in. So for my purposes, normally I have to go into a 2D plane because I'm not very good at any of this whatsoever. And so because I have no artistic, I was going to say integrity, that's a different problem. Because I have no particular artistic skills, I think it's quite useful to sit and watch someone who is absolutely terrible at all of this have a go and see how good or bad this could be. Surface mask. I don't even know what that means. Okay. So I'm going to choose grey to make some tarmac. I'm going to make the brush. Let's make the brush 250. What does that make it? Like that. Now rope, that's kind of how you drag things around. And I find rope to be quite helpful because it smooths out jaggedness, if that makes sense. Dashed line. Okay. Oh yeah, let's do an outline. I think. So if I then start there, no. Can we undo that? Yeah. Aha, there we go. Right, got there in the end. It was a dashed line that was a problem. Okay. Right, back to 100 there for me. Let's get going. So we'll start off down here, and a brush type is solid because spray will just kind of spooge everything everywhere. So we'll go off down here. We are slightly wonky, but then I will do. No, that's basic. Let's go rope length 10. Let's go down brush size to 175. There we go, that makes it tighter. So And then totally miss on the other side. I guess that could be a pit lane thing. Potentially. There we go. That just needs a little bit more blending in-ish. We'll get there. Ugh, didn't want that. Right. Okay. So that works for that. So we've got lots of grass. I feel like that's a good one. Let's do 50 for a brush size there. And let's you know what, I want that brush length 0. We'll get that in there. There we go. This looks absolutely atrocious at the moment, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Welcome to the generic Grand Prix Manager 2 track. Hey! There's a rave from the grave. Don't know what people are thinking about the F1 Manager 2023 or 23 game that's now it's been re-announced as its yearly kind of sequel. I have to say I'm probably not going to pick it up on release because that didn't really work for me very much. It's more advanced than the one from the original game. It does look more advanced, but oh my god, what was that? Right. Okay, right, we'll leave that there for a second. I won't look at terrain height just yet. So let's get start positions in. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Track properties. Oh, okay. Let's do world size. Let's do world size 200. View angle. Ah, okay. Track rotation. Okay, and then track zoom. Let's do that. We'll give. Okay, I love that you can tick real world track so that becomes a sorter. Okay, so we have racing starting point rotation is forward. So let's go. Right, we've got start position, select. Oh, so you can, oh, that's nice. Okay. Like. I remember having to put up tire walls everywhere because my friends would shortcut everywhere if they got the opportunity to. Yes, that's why you have to be really tricky with the checkpoint system, wasn't it? Yes, remember this well. Okay, so we've got, so let's do a little pedestrian. Okay. How do you rotate? How do you rotate? How do you rotate? Aha, right stick, right click. Or is that not a good idea? Do you know what, actually, it's not a good idea. Let's start off basic. Okay, so we've got... That will cover that. See, this used to be my way of trying to... stop people from being able to cut things too much. So do that, and then I would... It almost forces people to then have to be like, right, okay. There we go. So that puts that there. No one's interested in what's going on the back straight. On the other back straight, rather. Okay, so that puts you there, so then that starts to stop things going on. Right. Puts that there. Okay, so we've got quite a few buildings in. We've got some bridges, there's some vehicles. Aha! Pit crew! Okay, so we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that... There we go. So let's get some Armco barriers in here. Oh, I feel like I really need to... Aha! Right, it's a single line, spacing 0. Oh! No! Okay, let's go 30. What are we doing? Right, I don't want to select move. Okay, I do want a rope length of 10 though again. There we go, that's not too bad. And we'll put in some soft walls in here. Do you know what? This isn't as terrible as I thought it was going to be. That might be problematic. It goes onto the circuit, doesn't it? Oh, so does that. Zoom in a bit. There we go. Oh, mind you, the... There we go. And I think what we'll do I like that you can then pick those up and then kind of move them about a little bit. Okay, what else have we got? Okay, let's get that in there. Having a little bit of problem making sure. I'm sure there's better ways of doing this. I'm just right analog sticking the self around. Or something. Oh, it's because I've got the rope on. That's why. You nitwit. Static. There we go. Oh. No. Single. There we go. Okay, and then I think what we'll do, let's have oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Somewhere in the middle. And last but not least, yeah, I was just thinking that there is definitely some potential view blockers going on, but okay. So last but not least, what else did I want to do? Okay, so let's have a look at terrain. In fact, actually, let's have a look at preview. So yeah, so we're going to struggle to get ourselves down and round. So if I look at the height, fixed height smoothing. So I think what I want go. So I'd quite like that up there, and I'd quite like that. Oh, not to be in water. And I want to smooth that out somewhat. And I think we'll also so again we'll need to smooth this out a wee bit. And that needs smoothing as well. Okay. And then what I'm hoping... do you know what? I don't like that being there. Let's smooth that out. Right. Let's... track properties, view angle. It's more like it's that, isn't it? Because yeah, so then what that allows me to then do is to muck about with the terrain, height, and make that higher. That becomes lower. That can have a little bop in the middle. That can be lower. And let's make this higher-ish. And then I think we can see everything, can't we? Then let's smooth this all out. I feel like I might have gone a little bit nuts on the old terrain tool, but never mind. Okay, limiter zones. Oh, hang on, right, let's come back to this then. Okay, so we checkpoints. We have... Oh, hang on, let's go back to 2D. So let's not have that as a checkpoint, thank you. So checkpoint is 1. 2. 3. 4. 5, and we'll need, oh yeah, we'll need to put something there, won't we? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, oh no, that's a bit tricky, isn't it? 13, 14, 15. There we go. That feels not too bad. Okay. So then that means from an object perspective, I think we just need some let's do this. Hang on, we need to get back to having that as a line, don't we? Not like that. Follow mouse. No. No. That was 10 again. There we go. So that's good there. And I guess this becomes a thing there. Nice. Let's try and make it a thing. Yeah. There we go. I think we're all right. And then if we put there we go. I don't think that's too terrible for a first go anyway. Okay, AI lines, racing, forward. Nani? Right, let's go into test mode. We're off. Let's get back in preview. Oh. Oh. Ouch. There's a problem. Let's try that again. Okay, right. We're able to get around turn 1, okay. There's 2. That is tricky with the trees. Nice. We did a lap. Looking forward to the test run now. Okay. You can have up to 8. That wasn't too bad. Made even worse by the checkpoint was. I know, it makes it quite tricky. Okay, what's happened to the AI lines? Why am I not able to do that? I'm clearly missing something. Help. AI lines. Control plus left mouse button. Okay. Aha. Now I've probably... Oh, no, don't do that. That'll just smash into the... Okay, let's get back into 2D. Perfect. Oh, hang on. Right, pit lane. There we go. Oh, something's gone wrong there, hasn't it? So is that because... Why is that doing... Right, again. We'll sort out the AI after. Right, let's have a... Let's do 4. Why are they... Yeah, it's kind of close. It'll do. Okay, so track properties. What are we going to call this one? Let's call it... knocked downhill. My first go at track editing. Please be kind. Okay, there we go. Right, so let's save the track. Knocked downhill. We'll call it new folder, my tracks. Upload to Steam Workshop. I feel like I need to sort out the pit lane AI before I upload this to people. The only other thing I can think of Oh, I love this. That you can, great, we can sort this out then. Because that was my other worry, was just, it was not great. So you can pick an, okay. That is super easier to, right. Now I'm happy. I wonder. I wonder if I've put too many of these things in, actually, to be honest. Because that will cause confusion. Okay. The track has been saved at least once, yes. Track name must have been set in track properties, yes. AI line has been created. Pit crews have been placed in AI pit line. Yes, we still need to do that AI line, don't we? There we go. We'll see if they turn around. Your tracker's been missing. We've got them. What else haven't I done? So we've got checkpoints, AI lines, which work, start position, done, track properties, circuit, let's try formula car. Oh, it started me in the pit lane. That's not helpful. This could be fantastic or catastrophic. Either or. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong bloody car. Okay, right. We're off. Do you know what? They're working their way round, though. Don't like that corner. I don't like checkpoint 5 at all. It's a terrible corner. The rest of it actually feels really quite nice. Well, nice. So that works. So save the track. An AI line has been created. Done. The track must have been saved at least once. Yes. The track name must have been set in track properties. Am I really being thick here? What have I not done? Because it could be me. It normally is. Ah, okay, that would be helpful. Do you know what? I'll come out and dive back in again. Let's see if it does anything different this time around. Okay, so let's open an existing track. My tracks, knock downhill, open. Hey, there we go. Submit. Woo. There we go. Everyone else can have my terrible circuits as well. Oh dear. Oh. Well, there we go. That says a lot. Never mind. At least we know that if it's having a problem, we can kind of go in and out and sort ourselves about. Okay. Oh, hello. What's happened to the... Show some classics. Let's get back to a little bit more racing. Okay, so actually, let's take a look at what I've downloaded from the workshop so far. So, Exotic from Tuoma. So that, let's have Over the River. I think we'll just do 5 laps because this could be chaos. We'll soon find out. So all of these are tracks that other people have just made on day 1. And let's go in for the little classic car. Ah, now this car, so slower, but this has extreme grip. Okay, now these are fun. These feel very pointy. Oh, heavy on the grip. Oh, dare I say that this is probably my favourite car of the 4 that we've done so far on the stream. Just because I'm so used to having to slide round everything, but you don't need to with these cars. Oh, this works quite nicely. I dare say actually that, I mean, I know we've got some AI issues here, but if you get the AI sorted out quite nicely, if it's got high grip, these could be quite easy to have online races with. I like what that whoever's made this track has done to make that petal flower thing out of the boats. That's quite cool. It looks like a fountain, but like a petal. I approve of that. Oh, someone's left this on a top down. Too effective on the right hand as I see. Yes. Judged. As always. So the AI are struggling a wee bit on this one. To be fair, so some people I'd noticed, and I didn't take a look at this before we loaded up these tracks, but some people would like put in the comments struggles when more than 4 cars are involved. I saw on a couple, some had kind of said, oh yeah, 6 car max and all of that kind of stuff. So Autumn Ring Mini. How's the green car managed to get wedged on top of the soft barriers? Oh shit, now I've managed to get wedged on top of the hay bale! No! Okay, no, yeah. It respawned me back on top of another. Oh dear. Now my car's knackered. There we go, we're fine. Where are we? Faster in reverse. Okay, let's get into the pits. Oh, they've put their pit crew the weird way. There we go. We got this. But again, I like the fact that they've day one, someone's already making, and the way they've done it with the terrain so that the water actually pops out in the middle, and they've put a little fishing pier in there as well. Lots of nice detail around this track. Again, making my track look absolutely trash. Albeit, at least the AI around mine could get somewhere, whereas this one's struggling a wee bit. So this would be good for online racing or local multiplayer, or if you're doing time trials, obviously, as well. Which is really what the whole replay racing of stuff comes from. Ah, so someone's played with the bridges for this one. Okay. So this one was called Over the Bridge, actually. Oh. Oh, I love that. That's very Art of Rally, where the people kind of move out of the way at the last moment so you can't hit them. Oh, it didn't classify my lap. Okay. Someone's taken checkpointing very seriously. Because none of those laps counted. Okay, stay on the great stuff, Smithy. I probably would have won this if I'd have not cut corners. So again, you've got to be careful of who does what when they build a circuit as to whether or not they are really, really tight with their checkpointing and expect everyone to be perfect rather than cutty-cutty. Which is what I've been doing now that I'm down in 7th. Bad form, Simon. Bad form. There we go. Again, excellent use of all of the different objects that you get to start with in a game. Oh, it's cool. Okay. And then for completions, let's just do something in the lightning car, or truck rather, just to finish off the stream. I might dive in and do I might set myself like a 5-minute track build challenge or something just to kind of finish off. You've done more laps than any of the others though. Yeah, I know. There's my track. There's my track. Okay, so let's bring out some of the old classics. So we've got Cutford. Let's do Sewering. Snooty's in there as well. Was there any other? Let's do Fenarol. There we go. So let's see how the truck handles, and then we'll have seen all 5 cars. And if I do myself like a 5-minute track build challenge, I think that will end the stream quite nicely. And you'll have seen everything that's available. So GeneRally 2 currently is on. Oh, I love the engine noise of this. This feels very Micro Machining. So this is currently at a price point of £12.99, or your equivalent. Early access, obviously, day 1 release. Now, I think people might need to kind of go, oh, well, you can get the original GeneRally for free. Yes, you can. And there is a very valid point, actually, around should I be paying £13 for something that isn't at the standard yet of the original GeneRally? And I think it's about buying into that kind of where the end goal vision is going to be. I think with improved track tools and other bits and bobs that this game can hopefully provide, and the online stuff coming further down the track, I'm quite happy to kind of say, yep, £12.99 is probably a very decent price to pay for this kind of thing. But I guess my caveat to that is it needs to sort out the AI. The AI has got to be like the biggest thing. And then I think beyond that, so AI and online are the 2 things that I think I'd want to see sorted out the most. Then after that, it's about, okay, so what else can we bring to track building and track design that then makes it not just we've recreated GeneRally and stuck the number 2 on the end. And I'm not saying that that's the case for this, but it then needs to go, right, okay, so what are we putting on extra that makes it different, that then shifts the community that's got a game for free to something where you're now expected to pay for an awful lot of additional features. And I think, so seeing on that kind of stuff to look into in the future, the multiple AI lines I think would be really interesting, because on some of the other games where you've got track builders, you've got the AI line that is the general, like, this is where the AI will drive, but then you've also got the AI overtake line. I'm trying to rack my brains for where the track editor is done like that, but essentially it then gives the AI like, oh, okay, this is where I can overtake and this is what good looks like, I think. And I think that would be an interesting upgrade. And yeah, just more objects and more finesse, and it will come over time, I'm sure it will. And hopefully that will then lend itself well to a happy community. Because the foundations of something great is here. It is a very rough diamond from a single player perspective. I think if you took out the AI and you was having local multiplayer though, this would be a blast already. And you could do it so that you could send each other your tracks, for example, ahead of time and have a laugh. Everyone do a championship. 4 players, 4 tracks. You bring your own track kind of thing. That'd be quite cool. Okay. Right. What's the time? It is 11:26. By 11:32, I'll have built a track and we'll see what we can do. Okay, so let's go brush size 500. Let's do the whole thing concrete. And let's build with let's build with items. Let's go that way instead. So actually no, let's go office block. That looks like your average Formula E track. To be fair, you are not wrong. Let's get some stuff in. Oh wait, you've not started yet. Oops. Okay, let's get a line in. Let's get a rope of 10. There we go. Oh shit, no. Undo. Follow mouse. Here we go. Okay. Right. Oh no, let's not do that. There we go. Light bulb alley going on. And I think, there we go. Right, okay, so let's get our start positions in. I don't think we're going to quite get it done, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Oh dear, row 4 is a bit buggered. Then we've got where's the pit stuff? That didn't work. Oh, it's because I'm on thingy in it. Let's do single and static. Nope. Undo. Two, 3. There we go. Okay, 13:31. So there we go. 5 minutes. We did it. We did it. We did it. Okay, so let's get in some checkpoints. So we've got, there's start finish. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. There we go. And AI lines. Let's go. So we've got that is incredibly narrow, so that could be a problem actually. There we go. Can't work out where the actual think that's okay. Is now. Okay, so then we've got pit lane. Oh, hang on, done that wrong. Good. We've slightly, that looks narrow. It does look narrow. We might have to, if I do that, and yeah, actually, right, let's undo. So let's get all of that. There we go, that feels a bit better. And if I... There we go, that feels a bit better. And I can get rid of that. all together. Job done. There you go. I feel like I'm getting quicker and better at this though. Which is nice. So okay. Let's test with 4. And I'm going to go with a rally car. There we go, that weren't too bad for a 5-minute job. Yeah, we've lost a car. And actually now, because I've moved the stuff, 4 and 7 aren't checkpoints that quite work. But that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. I can cope with that. So let's do that. Move you to there. I feel like I would like a tool that makes that bigger. There we go. Do you know what, actually, if we move that forward slightly, there we go, that will cover that off largely. And then it was number 4, wasn't it? Again, I don't think I need that now, because if we've got people going through there okay, then they can get through there okay. Awesome. Right, that doesn't feel too terrible. Should we put in a little bit of... Do we want a little bit of height in? Do you know what I want to do? To give it some visual flair. There we go. Little pothole of fun in the middle. You can call it City Kitchen Sink or something. And I think what I'd probably also do... Oh, we can do a diamond brush shape. Okay. What does that do to... Let's smooth it out a little bit. Yeah, so it just makes it a little bit taller, doesn't it? Oh, I feel like that's a better track angle. Yeah. Tsunami! Okay, yeah, do 75 there. Ah, interesting, okay. get that back to 150 because obviously nothing will quite work out like that. Okay, so if I then get rid of the checkpoints, AI lines, and all of that, let's give it a little test for 4 cars. And I think actually, let's try a formula. To be fair, that's quite difficult to spot. But you're right, I feel like I've created world's most generic Formula E circuit. Or at very least, a street circuit from 80s F1 era, where everything was just car park. Yeah, not bad for a 5-minute go, which has now actually become a 10-minute go, but never mind. There we have it. So, that is GeneRally 2. I have to say, from a track editor perspective, really, really impressed. It is so simple and easy to pick up and do. 5-minute. I'm going to polish this turd, actually. FE edition. I'll polish that turd, and then I'll try and get it on the Steam Workshop wherever I can, because I know we had some issues with that earlier. But yeah, from that perspective, I think really great. Very happy. Oh, now what's gone on? Oh, yeah, exit without saving. The racing perspective, if I'm being brutally honest, I think quite a few of these cars are a little bit more slipperier than I would personally like them to be. And they feel a little bit too soapy. But that's the same feedback that I had earlier on when I was playing with the original like mod of stuff in the Steam Next Fest when the demo came out. And I think that's just a personal preference. I prefer, particularly if you're doing this kind of arcade stuff, I think it needs to be grippier. I don't know if I've got my camera. Hey, there I am. Let's go there. So yeah, so from a camera perspective, I think from a driving perspective, I do think that there's some issues potentially that might need to be slightly problematic maybe, but that's just a personal preference, I think. And then the last thing I think is just from a single player perspective, if you're looking from an AI driven, like I want to race against AI, this is not for you at the moment right now. You will not get a good experience. But if you're looking for local multiplayer, online to come, and if you're really into track creation, I think that'd be great. Please, I think a car editor would be a great thing to have in the future. Or at least, so I wouldn't want to necessarily be able to build my own cars and have it polygonal, for want of a better phrase, but I would like the ability to have like top speed, handling, some kind of variable values that I could then tweak and have my own version of a Formula car or my own version of a something else. A bit like what Ultimate Racing 2D2 does, that lets you just kind of go in and play around and just change the settings of things without having to change and build new graphics or anything like that. And I think that'd be a lower entry barrier to kind of cross. So yeah, I'm positive, I'm happy. It's taken us a very long time to get here with GeneRally 2, but I'm delighted that it's out and about. On Steam, early access, £12.99, out from today. I will be doing some more GeneRally 2 videos because this has been GeneRally is a seminal game for me, so excited! Watch this space. Please give it a thumbs up if you found this video informative and helpful, and hopefully see you here again on High Playing Games.